Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, greetings, Ali Shanma here, and welcome to more RC off-road vehicle video reviews. Today in this video I'm going to give you a complete review of this sweet, highly detailed, highly scaled
2024 Range Rover Defender
with link suspension and diff-locked four-wheel drive system. This is the Pinecone model Stallion series RC off-road vehicle, and in this video I'm going to show you everything about this vehicle, including its driving and off-road performance. Not just that, I'm also going to talk about why actually I prefer these small off-road vehicles over the larger models like 1/8 scale or 1/5 scale. There's a lot to cover about this vehicle and you don't want to miss its driving performance right here. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell icon and turn on all the notifications and stay with me on this video all the way. Now let's do some size comparison. This is 1/18 scale FMS Chevy Apache. This is 1/16 scale Tri-Speed Suzuki Jimny, and right here we have a very capable, I have been driving this baby and I am simply loving it, man. You'll watch its performance very soon in this video, so stay with me. This is 1/24 scale, so you can see the size comparison, and I actually like this size. I will tell you why, what are the reasons I am actually preferring to go for this size of off-road RC vehicle. All right, let's take a closer look at this model. First off, the highly scaled details on this model. I can tell you they went ahead all the way and took their time to make this highly detailed model. Now, if you're a person who loves highly detailed replicas of real life vehicles and you like to collect them, well, this is the model for you. Not just the details on this model, but also, trust me, it has some very good driving and off-road performance as well. Now look at these details on the exterior. Look at all these lights, and these are working lights. I'm gonna turn them on very soon. First off, I'm just showing you the exterior. Okay, look at this right here. We have this box that opens and houses, so you can take this out and look at that. You can actually use this shovel for your off-roading adventures, and I can put it back in here. And also there is a cage on top should you want to put luggage or other stuff for your off-roading. You can see the sunroof, full-scale sunroof. Okay, and when we come to the front, we have the headlights, indicators, and we have the top floodlight bar as well. By the way, they all work. I'm gonna turn it on and show it to you soon. On the right side also you have a lot of details. You also have this ladder that opens for your little Lego people or whatever people you have to climb on top for put the luggage on the cage. Have a very scaled spare wheel, but not usable. It's just for the show. Okay, now not just that, you can also open the bonnet. Okay, and you can see there is a very detailed engine replica inside there as well. Okay, not just that, you can open the front door, and if you look inside, you can see there is a complete detailed dashboard, instrument panel, and everything inside. So they took their time, I told you. Front door, and then you can open the rear door as well. Once again, if you look inside from the rear seats, you can see the That's a lot of detail inside there. Okay, so very detailed exterior and interior as well. On the back side, you can open the boot. This is where your battery goes inside, okay? And this is 7.4 volt, 300 milliamp li-poly battery. After you put battery inside, okay, you still have some place in the boot to put your stuff. So this is a very spacious boot right here, okay? And then once again on the right side, these both doors you can open as well. So the doors, bonnet, rear boot, everything opens and everything is highly detailed. Very, very scaled details on that. Now when I'm talking about how much time they took on the details, I mean, you might want to appreciate that when you look under the vehicle, you can even see that they went ahead with the disc brakes as well. I mean, these are not functioning disc brakes, but they are there with the colored, disc pad holders and the disc brakes right there. For each tire, you have these disc brakes inside for your additional realism on this vehicle. Now, vehicle is running a link suspension, okay, and you have metal drive shaft, universal drive shaft. You can see right here, metal universal drive shaft, four-wheel drive system, locked differentials. Yes, I tested them and I'll tell you why these are locked differential. You will see it in action. And we have adjustable shock absorbers, metal shock absorbers, and they are very good. Also, you have been supplied in the box some clamps that you can use to stiffen the shocks, and this is actually the height of the vehicle, but when you leave it, it just sinks down a bit because of the weight, but it's still, the shocks are strong enough that it looks like it's a lifted vehicle, proper off-road vehicle. You can see the articulation on that, okay? You can still push it down left and right. There's a lot of beautiful articulation on this link suspension. You will soon see this in action while I start driving this vehicle. Now, before we start driving, let's turn it on. So when you turn this on, you have front LEDs on, okay, and emergency lights, indicators are blinking, and you can see at the back, emergency indicators are blinking. Now, as soon as you turn the radio on, you will have your floodlight bar turn on. Okay, that, and this actually looks really nice. Not just nice, but it's functional. These fog lights, main headlights, and the floodlights on top, they're actually very useful and functional at night. You can do night driving. Check out these clips. All right, and then we are on the back, so you have brake lights as well, okay, and front lights are always on. Now, the other thing that you're gonna appreciate about this model is the ease of driving. It has proportional steering with the steering trim on the radio and the steering dual rate on the radio, and you can turn on the brake on and off. So should you want to drive it like a scale, so when you go forward, when you push the radio backward, it brakes rather than coming back, and then you leave the throttle and then push it again to reverse. So this is one system, but you can turn it off if you want it to go forward and backward immediately without any braking. But I like it this way, that I go forward, I brake the vehicle, I apply the brake, and then reverse. This gives better control. Now, with the proportional steering, it has a really very, very nice controls. Now check this out right here. This is a very, very nice proportional steering system. It's not a bang steering. Not just that, but the throttle control and driving is also proportional. You can see you can drive it as slow as you want or add more speed on it. So it gives much more better control when you are doing off-roading, and because of this, it does have a very good off-road performance. All right, enough talking. Now I have prepared 4 indoor tests for its off-road driving capabilities, and the first test is driving on the stones. All right, driving on the stones. Let's see how it handles the stones, and you will see the beautiful articulation on its suspension and it's proportional throttle and steering control. Look at this angle right here, man. Check this out. I mean, focus on this. You can see the beautiful articulation on the suspension right here. I prepared this on the table so you can see how the vehicle is performing from different angles right here. Okay, so that was the side. Now we are coming on the front. The proportional steering and throttle is simply amazing, man. It gives you a lot of control over your driving for this vehicle. Superb. Right now, from this angle, as we are coming back, now I would like to say the first point why I like 1/24th scale vehicle. Well, you are looking at it. Why? Because where I am, it can get really hot outdoors during summer. So having to have a 1/24 scale vehicle like this, you know, you can just do off-roading right here indoors. All right, the next one is the climb test, okay? I have here the 45-degree angle and 50-degree angle. Not exactly, but I did my best to do these angles. Now, it does climb on 45 degrees without any issues. However, the tires are not very grippy, so it does slip with the tires, but still, it does the job very well. Okay, so we are climbing up right here. You can see that was amazing. Absolutely just brilliant. It climbed up really nice. Okay, no issues there. Now on the 50-degree angle, it does touch on the middle of the body, on the center of body, but still the ground clearance on the front and rear is good enough for vehicle to come down or up. You can see it brakes and it stays there. It is absolutely, look at that, how easy it is to control with proportional steering and throttle. Now you can see that when I come down, I do have the front bumper touched a bit. So on a 50-degree angle, approach and departure angles do have some touching. As you can see right here, backside, the departure angle is really nice. Even the towel hook did not touch the slope. But when we are coming, on the 50-degree slope, you can see that it does, the approach angle is more than enough. It does touch a bit on the front, okay, front bumper, but approach angle and departure angle still are more than enough for such challenges for you to take on. Now, as I mentioned, 50-degree, it will climb if it has grips on its tire. If the tires were grippy, it will climb, but because tires are not grippy, it slips. If I give it a little bit support, you can see it does climb. But again, as I said, on a 50-degree slope, you get a turtle right there at this angle. Okay, that was the slope test, and now comes the ultimate diff lock test. So I have prepared this diff lock challenge course right here, and let's see from the side view. Okay, the front left wheel goes up. Look at this beautiful articulation right there. You just watch, man, right here. You are gonna love this real life performance right here. Okay, now as you can see, front right and rear left is up, okay, and that side is touching down a bit. But if the vehicle is still like this, I can tell you it has locked diff, so nothing slips. If the diffs were not locked and you give throttle, these wheels will start moving, the free wheels will start moving, and the vehicle will not be able to go forward. But with this locked diff, it is actually, look at that, able to go forward. So let's do it one more time, all right? Changing the angle slightly so you can see front wheel goes up, front left goes up, right, and then we have front right goes up. It's slipping a bit there, but you can see the total articulation right here on this beautiful link suspension. And man, I love its proportional steering. I mean, so you can see on this diff lock challenge that the vehicle is showing it has locked diffs, man. Look at that. Beautiful articulation right here on this link suspension. So you can see this shock is fully open and this is fully closed. The tire is almost touching the fender right there. And because the diffs are locked, yes, the vehicle is still able to go forward. Ooh, man, you want to see this. Focus on the wheels and how the suspension is taking this challenge, man. Look at the right rear wheel now, going up, up. Oh man, this is beautiful. And finally, we have the last challenge right here for not just proportional throttle, but also proportional steering. As you can see that we have slopes and we have nothing right here in the middle, so we need to have absolute control with the steering as well. That was right. I was having issue with the traction, of course, but now as we are up, you can see this is where you will appreciate its proportional steering, because there's nothing in the middle right there, and the vehicle should have precision control, and that control comes with this beautiful proportional steering and proportional throttle. As outside is very hot now, let's have a little off-road adventure right here on my carpet in my Majlis. Drive by one hand and shoot by other hand, shoot video by other hand. But man, look at that. It is absolutely fun to play with these vehicles indoors. And that is the reason I simply love the 1/24th scale. For they are compact, not just they make a very good, decoration piece in your house, but also they are absolutely very fun vehicle to play. Especially this one has really beautiful off-road performance. So having to have proportional steering and proportional throttle. Once again, you can see you can perform these precision driving challenges really easily. Please excuse my beautiful slippers in the background. You sweet man. That was sweet. And finally, the slope test. Very, very nicely done. So yes, as I mentioned before, why I prefer these 1/24 scale, highly replica, or not even replica, but very good performing off-road vehicle in this size is because you can play indoors when it's really not suitable to play outdoors. You can build challenge courses indoors, you can play with those you can drive these indoors, you can have indoor contests, bring your friends at home, have a tea party, coffee party, and enjoy driving these vehicles and challenging your skills on indoor tracks. It gives you a lot more chance to unleash your creativity, to create new indoor off-road challenge course and tracks for these vehicles, and after you do create them, you enjoy driving these indoors. All right, now let me do a quick conclusion about Pinecone Stallion series RC off-road vehicle. Number one, exterior and interior, highly detailed, very scaled details on this one, working lights and everything. You're gonna simply love this. So if you're a collector for these real vehicle replicas, you're just simply gonna love the detail they have put on this model. Number two, it's driving performance. Yes, normally when you have a vehicle like this, companies can put a lot of details. It's just piece of cake for them to put all kind of details. But when it comes to driving performance, number of companies fail to do so on the driving side. But this vehicle, given its weight, I mean, it's heavy, as I mentioned, still you have watched, it does perform very well. Just like a real life vehicle, it has its limitations because of its weight, but overall I would say this has impressed me with its off-road driving capabilities. Especially what I love about this vehicle is its very precise proportional steering and proportional throttle. When it comes to driving off-road and conquering the off-road terrain challenges, you must have a vehicle which has a precision throttle and steering control, and that comes with very well thought proportional steering and proportional throttle hardware that we have right here in this vehicle. Not just that, it delivers power to front and rear wheels with lock differential, and there is a lot of power. Even though you see down here the motor is just a brushed motor, okay, a small brushed motor, but it does deliver a lot of torque and a lot of power to all the wheels equally for you to drive on different terrain and enjoy your off-roading adventure and come over most of the off-roading obstacle course challenges that you throw at this vehicle. Since I moved to United Arab Emirates, this was the vehicle that really impressed me with its driving performance. It's very lightweight and a 6-wheel drive system. This Chevy Apache from FMS, not just for its being own legend, the Chevy Apache, but also its driving capability. After that vehicle, the vehicle that impressed me most with its driving capabilities and power and performance with proportional steering and throttle is this right here from Pinecone Models Stallion series off-road vehicle. This is it. Thank you very much for watching this detailed and long video. Give this video a big thumb up. Stay subscribed to my channel, hit that little bell icon, turn on all the notifications, and do let me know in video comments what else would you like me to throw at this vehicle for its off-road performance. Yes, I still have to test it in water, dirt and mud, and I'll do so happily. Do watch my little short videos on this vehicle. You're gonna love its performance. Have fun, people. I'm out. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right there.